All right, guys. It's Lemons to Life, LTL, baby. Um, Coming at you, and I'm going to try to put this wheelbarrow together. I got parts in the other in the kitchen, so but yeah, 6:30 in the morning. My hair looks like crap. Uh, I wake up early, so all right. We'll see how this goes. I can throw some words of wisdom and things like that at you when we talk, or when I talk. Um, and that's going to continue for this entire channel. Is we're going to take time to give people a chance to make a lemonade out of their lemons, and so right now, the main reason for this wheelbarrow is that I need to move a bunch of dirt from one side of my yard to the other. I could have done it a different way without a wheelbarrow. I could have done it with buckets, but a wheelbarrow is a nice thing to have. So I got this one at Menards. It was like $39, like before tax, and I think it's gonna be fine. It was like the cheapest one you can get, but yeah, I think it's gonna work fine. So it might speed up the video in between this little intro, and then I'll see what happens at the end. Um, Apologize for my voice. I lost my mother about 13 days ago, so I've been crying a lot. It wasn't like unexpected or anything like that. Like I had the chance to get closure with her, and with everything going on with the coronavirus and everything, like it's giving me the opportunity to make lemonade out of the lemons in my life. So I'm gonna LTL, and hope you enjoy watching what I'm doing. By the way, I'm in my underwear. I'm doing this inside because it's cold out, and it's easier than being on the dirt. All right, so the instructions show using really bad instructions. They're not very clear. Let's see here. I got it. So I have my ratchet with an extension with a half inch socket, which fits to this. All the bolts on this are the same, but they're all carriage bolts. Which, if you don't know what a carriage bolt is, basically they were designed to be used on a carriage. So they're square at the head, where like a lot of like bolts or screws will have like an input. These do not have an input on the top. They're all just smooth. Also, once again, a thing that made them good for carriages. So if somebody was driving a carriage and it ran into something on the wheel, it wouldn't change the connection. So yeah, carriage bolts are pretty cool. They're very strong. Usually they're like almost a 1/4 inch thread. And they're pretty consistent with that too, so that makes carriage bolts easy to use on a multiple level because you can reuse them on multiple projects. Let's see here. So I've got the 2 legs, and I'm gonna have to put this spreader. Let me see which way it goes. It shows. After doing so much Lego, it's like annoying to look at other instructions that are not laid out that great. There's only 4 steps to put this thing together, and so this first one, I got the shortest ones, and then the bolts. You got the nuts and the bolts. Always make sure you have your nuts and your bolts. So that doesn't make sense. Like that. Yeah, it's like this. It doesn't make sense, but if that's what they're saying. Sometimes when you end up doing projects like this, and you're like, well, why did they design it that way? Especially with me always being analytical. But so what I'm gonna do now is just get these guys balanced, and then I'll use my wrench to hold everything in. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure that I had it the right way. Pretty sure I have it the right way. It's really not a good picture. Oh, yeah, okay. So, I lost the other one. Where'd it go? I got this wrong. So this cross piece it's squared off. Like I was just talking about carriage bolts. And that's how stupid these instructions are, is even having it. No, because it still doesn't make sense. Oh, I guess I don't know. Let's see what happens here. So this way, with it this way, right? That's correct. I almost had a job for putting things together, which I did. I put hospital beds together at one of my first jobs ever, and I just kind of did it. All right, so I think we got it. That way is correct. Put this nut on again. Okay, so now it's like with it getting a little bit tighter, it's squaring out. The carriage bolt's doing its business. Still gonna leave it a little bit loose until I get the other leg put on, and then I'll tighten everything up. But all right, so I'll get this guy. Taller. One of my favorite comedians talks about like working somewhere about like serving sizes and just like who makes those decisions. And he's like, well, I wrote it down like this, like. Yeah, these instructions are totally backwards. This is the way, the square on this crossbar, that's where the carriage bolt needs to go for tension. And instead they had it opposite. Maybe it was the correct way, but I like to refer to things as brianing, and Brian says this isn't correct. But also, I'll admit when I'm incorrect. So maybe I have to redo it again. I don't know. Let's look at this. Alright, so that tightened all the way in. That's gonna be... fuck. Shit. I get it now. Because the compression against the round side, that's the reason it's the way it was. Alright, so I'm going to redo this side. Now that I have them both attached, so it'll be easy to flip this. Well, and everybody, you'll learn that it basically takes... It basically takes me 3 tries before I have something correct. I know how to fix a lot of stuff, but it takes me 3 tries. And I think that's something everybody should understand. It doesn't mean that you're dumb. It doesn't mean that you're not good at what you're doing. If anything, everything's a learning experience. And with me, especially like learning, I've worked a lot of jobs. So with me, like having to learn something new, it usually takes me 3 times to remember and make sure that I'm doing it correctly. Alright, so I think we got that as good as I can until I tighten up this inside. I think that's important. I think it's an important thing for people to realize that, you know what, you don't have to win on the first try, or, you know, like Instagram fails and things like that. Like, that happens, and you learn from every mistake you make. And I once had an employee come and ask me a really funny question. And it was, seems like you made a lot of bad decisions in your life, so let me ask for some advice. And it's like, yeah, dude, I've definitely made some bad decisions. Life gives you a lot of lemons, and it's all about what you do in the future. I just took that all apart and put it backwards. See, I said about 3 tries. So this is try 3, so I'm going to get it right. Alright, got that in there. Oh my gosh. Let's try this again. I'm supposed to win on this try. Hold. Probably not the best project at 6:30 in the morning. Not a morning person at all. All right. Hold this. Finger tight. Oh, my knees. Oh. Well, welcome to my guest room. Had a couple people live here, but they're gone. All right, so ratchet, 1/2 inch with extender on it just in case. Always good to have things just in case. All right, so then I'm gonna tighten this up. If you don't know how a ratchet works, there's a switch on the back that's for loosening and tightening. So when you hear that clicks, that's it allowing you to get. So now I just squared this up. I'm not going to tighten this all the way down because I need to make sure that the bolts for the bottom line up okay. And then I'll go back and I'll retighten everything up. All right, that's step 1. That was fun, huh? All right, step 2. The handles and then reattaching, or basically attaching this. So, and there's some wedges here that have to get put together, and then the handles, I have the handles right here, which makes me realize that I have this thing backwards. So I'm going to turn this around real quick. I'll move this to the side. I think it'll be easier with it flipped over. Yeah, I think that's going to be the better way to do it. Alright, you got move these parts out of the way. Those are for the wheel. It came with washers, and the way it's written out doesn't make much sense. Because I have 4 washers. Oh, those are bolts. So the washers go in between. Yeah, because the bolts have to go on the bottom. And then the bolts are 2 different lengths. Which makes sense because of the distance between the wedge. So the wedge is going to go, oh, I have to look at it. So that's the top. So the wedges go like this. Does that make sense? Yeah, towards the taller part. So, they're both the same. Once again, the carriage bolt design, so everything's squared off, so it'll hold. And then this step 2 is going to be a bit of a problem. What I think I'm going to do is stop the video for here and get this put together, and then I'll restart when I move on to putting the wheel on. Okay.